In this video, we're going to talk about how the reading assignments work in this course. For each learning outcome, you will see one or more reading assignments that are numbered something like 1.5, 1.6, or 2.1, 2.2. Those correspond to the chapters and sections of the Morales textbook that are associated with that particular learning outcome. So let's suppose you were working on learning outcome 2. The very first thing you're going to do is finish up those reading assignments. Now, of course, as we've said in a previous video, you'll most likely want to start those well in advance of the due date so you have time to do all of the assignments for that learning outcome. But when you start, let's say you start 1.5, somewhere here at the start of the week, you can access that in one of two ways. First, by going to the calendar day on which it appears, and then looking for the link to that below the calendar. So when you open that link, it's going to take you into that reading assignment. You'll see how many points are possible, just 2, and when it's due, and then you have a start button. So when you start that, you'll start with a little bit of introductions. It'll tell you how many attempts you have per problem, what the penalty is after you what the penalty will be if you don't get the answers correct on the first or second attempt, and other important information. And you can use the drop-down box to look at the different sections or problems that are in that reading assignment. The other thing you can do is just use the arrows or the next page link to move forward through the reading. As you do that, you will read through the material, take notes as you feel is important to do so, and then eventually you'll get to examples that may or may not have videos associated with them. So example 12 here you can see has a video. So if you click on the little plus symbol next to the word video, it's going to open the video right there for you, and you can watch typically that example being explained by the instructor. Then once you finish the video, you can move forward to other examples that might be available and other videos. And then you'll typically get to questions about what you've read near the bottom of the screen. So this checkpoint, labeled checkpoint J, will ask you to convert the Mayan number that's shown to base 10. And you'll use the information from the reading and from the examples and videos to do that. Once you enter your answer into the answer box or select an answer, then you can submit that to see if you've gotten it correct or not. And these points will go toward the engagement category of the course. So you'll submit that, you'll get feedback on whether or not it is correct. You can see that there may be hints that are available by putting your mouse over the hint text. You can also post this question to the forum if you get stuck. That's the preferred way to do any posting of questions, is to use this link. And you just continue this process until you get to the bottom, submit any questions that are there, and then move to the next page. When you get to the very last section of the reading assignment, you may be told that that's the end of the section. Not all sections have questions in them. You'll see that if you see a circle next to the title for a page or a section, then you'll see that that indicates that there's questions on that particular page for you to answer. And you'll even be told that you have, let's say in this case, 0 out of 2 questions that have been answered. Notice this last page here doesn't have a circle or any information about what's been answered, so it is just text. It still might be important, but it's just going to be text. You can save your progress at any time that you want to by clicking the Save Progress button, although you should know that this system, the WAMAP system, will save your input every few seconds or so. But if you want to be cautious and just safe, you can always click that when you want to. When you're done, the grades that you receive, or the points that you receive for this particular assignment, will automatically be stored and show in your WAMAP gradebook. So if you go back to the main 107 WAMAP page by clicking on 107 in the upper left corner, then you will be able to see any progress you've made on those reading assignments in the gradebook. The other way you can access a reading assignment, let's say you're working on Learning Outcome 2 and prefer to see all of the assignments for Learning Outcome 2 in one place, is you could go to the Show Your Learning folder and then go to the learning outcome that you are working on. Open that submenu and then click on the Readings folder to see what's available. You can see for Learning Outcome 2, there are 2 reading assignments, and you can enter either of those by clicking on their link right inside that folder. And then you can start that particular assignment and click through however many pages are there. So that's a little bit about how you're going to access and complete the reading assignments. These, again, are in your gradebook inside the engagement category. So you'll want to make sure that you do as many of those as possible because they can have some impact on your grade near the end of the quarter. Please see the syllabus for more information about that. For now, that ends this video on the reading assignments.